So hi everyone, my name is Ru. Welcome to my channel. This channel is all about food, faith, and business. And today I'm excited because a friend of mine is around to show us all how to put together a cheese board. Everybody needs to know how to put together a good cheese board. I'm excited to welcome Hazel to the channel today. Hi Hazel.
Thank you again for joining us today. So, when you're making a cheese board, one thing that you need to do is make sure that you've got different types of cheeses. So you can have 3 to 5 cheeses, and that's how I like it, but it is just an individual thing. But I would recommend getting 3 to 5 different cheeses. Soft cheese and also hard cheese, and if you can get a spread as well, that would be brilliant. But today we have got cheddar, which is a extra mature cheddar, very good. And we've got a brie as well, which is here, and we've got blue cheese for those that love blue cheese, and we've got a spreadable one as well, which is a mini roll with pineapple and almond. This is my favorite. I also love cheddar. I just love cheese, but anything with cheese, I will go with it. All right, so what we're trying to do here, we're just gonna try to cut our cheeses in different shapes, just for me to look nice on the board, right? So I'm gonna start by just cubing our cheddar cheese here.
So can you tell me a little bit about the blue cheese? I think that's one of my favorites because it stinks. and if you've never had blue cheese, you have to put your brave on because this cheese can really stink up a room. But I love it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not really my favorite. I wouldn't go in the shop and say, oh, I'm fancying a blue cheese, but my husband would do that. But like you said, it's a good one. If it's really your thing, it is really good. But I would say if you're just starting to enjoy your cheeses or you're exploring your cheeses, I wouldn't recommend you start with a blue cheese.
True. I agree. I absolutely agree.
Yeah,
it might put you off. It might put you off cheeses for a very long time.
Exactly.
And the brie, what is it about the brie that's kind of different?
The brie is a soft cheese, right? And so these two ones, the matured cheddar and the blue cheese, are hard cheeses. And the brie one, you can use it like to spread on stuff. Like if you've got crackers, you can do that as well with it.
Yeah. So you have another soft cheese here, the mini roll, the pineapple and almond. So this is also soft, right?
Yes. So this one is a sweet one, and this one has got a pineapple in it and some almonds. It is very good. I think it's one of my favorites. Anything to do with sweet stuff, I'm a fan. And I would say if you're just starting to enjoy your cheeses and exploring them, this will be a good start for you as well, because it's not really cheesy, if you know what I mean. It's good.
So you need to have different sizes, you mean? Different shapes.
Yeah. So sometimes at home I can just put the blocks of cheese on the board, and that's good enough. And people can just pick up their cheese, cut them themselves. Obviously, we're gonna have big chunks as well on there, but just having different shapes, like you can do like triangles, you can do cubes as well. They're just good. I just love this because you can just instead of going around and cutting all the cheeses. So it's good for saving, and it is also good for your decoration on the board. We're just gonna start placing our cheese. That's one thing I start with all the time. Just make sure that all of my cheeses are on the board. So let's do that. So we've got our cheddar here all cut nice and neat. So I'm gonna put that on here. Now we're going to put our brie. So with our brie, because it's a spreadable one, I wouldn't recommend cutting it. Of course, if you are able to cut it nicely, then do that. But I'm just going to put mine on the board just as it is, right? And with this one, we're going to cut it. Let me put the fruit one first. So with the fruit one, because it's not that big, I can just pop it anywhere on the board like this. okay, and it's a spreadable one as well, so it might be a bit difficult for you to cut it, but it's good as it is for me. So I'm just gonna cut this the blue cheese as well. The next thing we need to do is that we've got our cheese on the board. Now we need to include the meats, all right? So it just depends with your preferences. So I've got these, which are Spanish inspired selection from Tesco's, and we've got choritos, we've got serrano ham, and we've got salchichon. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but that's what we have. And we also have got cooked chicken breast slices, good enough as well. And we've got another one here, we've got salami, different types as well. So let's open up and let's start the plating. So what you can do, you know, just for it to look more nice, you can like you know, fold your meats like this, or some people would prefer to make it sort of like a flower, and then you just put them together like as if, you know, a deck of cards, just like this. We'll see how it will come out. It's always good to get those meats that are already mixed, you know, so that you don't need to go around the fridge, you know, looking for everything else. So it's good to just have these ones that are already like set up for this type of for cheese board. Okay.
That looks nice.
So we've got this. So we're just gonna put that on our board here. So just for me to be able to support what is already on the board, just for me to stay in place, I always try to put a bowl in the middle of my board, okay? Just like this.
I really love blue cheese. My kids hate it. Every time I put it in the fridge, they will be complaining like, "Mom, get it out of the fridge. It's stinking up the whole house."
It stings. It stings. Yeah.
So I noticed you start from the center, moving out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan.
So yeah, you know, I always start from the middle because everything will just start to support each other. And each time you make a cheese, but just make sure that it's full. You don't want to see any spaces. So we're gonna fill out all the bits and pieces. You know, it's easy to make. You know, as long as you've got your cheeses and your meats. Anything else that you need, it's up to you. It's your choice. You can put anything, you know, anything that goes with cheese, you can just put it on the board, okay? So we've got our chicken here, chicken breast. Here we have our meats and our cheeses, okay? So now, this is where now you put anything you want. So we have got our, we've got olives, and we've got green and black olives. Oh, I love olives.
Yeah, me too.
Normally I would go for the one that are filled inside, you know.
Okay, fillings.
Yeah, with fillings, they are very good as well. Like, okay. So anything that has got that has got water or some oil in them, I don't recommend you putting them straight on the board because they will spoil the whole of your cheese board. Okay. We're gonna use our bowl, which is on our board already. Okay, here we go.
So I really enjoyed the firm, you know, the firmer olives. So when they're a little bit squidgy, I cannot stand them. So I really love firm ones.
Okay, I'm gonna bring that color.
Nice. Oh, when you mix it black and white, black and green, it really looks.
Love it.
It really looks good.
Now we've got this, and we also got gherkins. It's good to have a little bit of a pickle on your board. It just balances everything. So we're just gonna, like I said, anything with fluids in it, don't put it straight on the board. It will mess everything. Okay, now we've got our gherkins. There we go. They've got a little bit of a kick. They've got some chili in them. So we're just gonna put it anywhere on the board. I'm just gonna squeeze it in like that. Okay. So basically what you're trying to achieve here when you're making a cheese board for your visitors or for your guests is just to have something colorful, whereby when someone sees it, they're like, oh my God, I want to have some of it. So that's why we always try to have as many colors as you can. So hopefully we're going to achieve that. So now we're just going to move on to the fruits, and we've got nuts as well. So I'm just going to put all those bits and pieces on the board. Let's see. So the fruits that we have today, we've got some blueberries. So what I just do with the blueberries, I just throw them around. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of blueberries on this corner. Okay. Just gonna put a little bit of them on there, and we have got strawberries and some grapes. So I'm just gonna put them, just throw them around. What we're just trying to do here is to fill out every gap that you can see on this board. Okay,
I see the strategy.
Yeah, so let's do that. Okay. We have got grapes as well. As you can see, our board is not that big, so we are limited to how much things that we can put on the board. So I'm just gonna put these grapes on here. Okay, cheese and grapes, they go well together. Okay. Grapes.
Looking good. Looks really good.
It's coming out nicely. Like that. So we've got apples.
So should you cut your apples or put them whole? What would you suggest for fruits, for the bigger sized fruits?
Okay. Good question. So I wouldn't want them to be just on the board like this, because what you're trying to do is for people to eat every bit of everything, right? So what I do, I cut my apples. Okay, just make sure you get rid of the seeds before you put them on the board. We've got blackberries as well. It's a good touch. Just gonna throw them around. Okay, just giving us that vibrant color. Look at that. So now we've got some raspberries. Okay, so you're trying to maintain, to make sure that you've got as much fruit as possible, different ones as well, for everyone, because not every fruit is for everyone. So now I'm gonna add some nuts. So the nuts that we have got pecan nut, and it's good to give them a little bit of a roast, or you can get those that are already roasted, like ours here, they are already roasted. So I'm just gonna put them on our board like that. But we've got these Polish mini sausages. Oh, I love this.
Those are really good.
They are really, really good.
They're really good. I love those as well.
So I'm gonna cut them into pieces, and I'm just gonna pop them around as well. So now moving on to our crackers. So the ones that we have today is a black pepper savory crackers, and they're nice. They've got black pepper, they've got a little bit of taste. I know some crackers, they've got no taste. So nice. I would recommend that you buy the mixed ones, okay? Whereby you've got a variety of them. There are some which are a bit thinner, there are some which are a bit thick. They are all like different. But today we're just gonna use these ones because are these your favorites? Are these the ones that you normally go for?
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Because of the black pepper?
I don't know. It's just the whole combined effect. They're amazing. I love them.
Amazing. So yeah, some people would use as well, garlic bread. There's this tiny, you can actually make one yourself. You can use like garlic bread,
Okay.
and then you dry it yourself. Like either you can buy it in the shop like that, or you can make one at home yourself, using baguettes, and you can just put it on the side. So you've got a little bit of that starch on the side. It's really good, trust me. And with the spreads as well, if you've got the spreads and everything else on there, you can use that to just dip in your spreads or your dips, whichever you have. So we've got our crackers, so I'm just gonna try to squeeze them as much as I can, okay? As you can see, I think it's all coming to life and I cannot wait to eat. So now we're just gonna put our nuts on our board as well. I love nuts. I love nuts, especially I do love peanuts and cashews.
Yeah, me too. I love cashew nuts. I guess when your guests have an allergy, you would have to check that first, right?
Exactly. Make sure of that before you put things together like this. I would say anything that you think someone might be allergic to, something like nuts, put them separately. Don't put them close to your food, just in case, because all you want to do is for everyone to enjoy, and there's always a bit of everything, and I guess, your guests will enjoy it. So here we go. We have got our nuts. Just gonna try to fill that up a little bit. Whenever you're making a cheese board, I would recommend that you have your fruit spread as well as honey, okay? A pot of honey. It's amazing. Honey works wonderful with a cheese board, trust me. But at the moment, unfortunately, we could not find a small bottle or a small tin of honey, and we could not even find the spread as well. They had like these big ones. So we had to go for this honey, okay? This is clear honey, and we're just gonna put it on the side so that, it will be on the side of the board and people can see that and they can just, take as much as they want, all right?
If you're really enjoying what Hazel is showing us today, I encourage you to just click that like button, subscribe, share with your friends.
So whenever I'm going for a cheese board with vegetables, I normally go for hummus. It works well, especially with carrots. It's amazing. So bear that in mind. If you're a vegetable fan, you want to include your vegetables, just make sure that you add those dips on the side that goes well with your cheese board and with your vegetables. All right, if you've got fruits or anything that you think it might go well with your cheese board, and yet the cheese board is limiting you, like mine is very small today, but I would say get a bowl, put everything you want and just put them on the side, right? Just put them on the table so that everyone else will enjoy. All right, so I've got pineapples here. I'm just going to put them in this bowl. Okay, as you can see on our board, we don't have much crackers on it. I would say, obviously just because of space, I would say if you've got a side plate, you can put your crackers on the side as well. Just put it on there and look at that. This is what we have.
It looks amazing.
Look at that. I just love everything on here. I love the gherkins. I love the nuts. I just like, you will like it. Definitely you will find something that you will enjoy on this board. Definitely.
So thanks everybody for joining us today, and thanks to Hazel for showing us this amazing cheese board. And so remember, if you're not following, subscribe to the channel, like and share. And I hope you'll be able to try out this cheese board. Your guests will love it, trust me.
Definitely.
So see you next time. Be blessed.